Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all which you're going to find down in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking the red subscribe button. We are so close to our goal of 7,500. We just need like 160 more of you beautiful people to click that red button. So thank you. Everybody who has commented, liked, shared, subscribed. It means the world to me. So thank you so very, very much. This week, it's a holiday week for me. I'm going to try to get you streams, but I'm also helping Julie get her shop up and going. So I'm very sore. We spent most of the day working on trimming out a window cutout and tearing up carpet. So next few days are going to be my hands hurt. But it's good work. It's good work, and it's getting her closer to her dreams, so I'm pretty happy with that. Also, I did, for the first time, I made a post about this. For the first time ever, I've never pulled a video. I've never blocked a video. I've never, I've had a couple of videos pulled for me, whether it be a copyright strike or whatever, but I've never pulled a video. And I pulled the recent Love Bites review. I made a mistake. I thought the video was AI generated, and I was told it was not. But I have found when doing this in the several years now that I've been doing this is there are some people who don't actually want honest reviews. They don't want honest reactions. They want you to watch their favorite bands, and they want you to say nothing but nice things about their favorite bands. And if you even slightly criticize anything about the video or the music, they get pretty offended by it. They get pretty upset by it. And that happened. And it was unfortunate that happened. But I slept on it and I thought about it. And I'm like, I was wrong. I was mistaken in the video. And that mistake was out there forever. So I pulled it down. We may revisit that song from Love Bites if they put out a live video. I will not be reviewing that one. And it's in that form. Again, I just don't have it in me to do that because some of y'all come here with great criticism, with awesome information, with helpful tips and constructive criticism. I appreciate that all day, every day. Some people come here are pretty awful, and I just didn't want that on my channel in the comments during the holiday season. And so there's two reasons I pulled that video. I was wrong. I slept on it. I felt better pulling it than leaving it up. But also the amount of negativity and insults and condescending jerks in the comments, unnecessary and not something that I wanted to support by leaving that video up for people to continue to feed off of. So I took it down. That's why I took it down. So today, anyway, I've babbled long enough. Sorry for the long intro. I really wanted to explain that in video form, so it's out there forever. For those of you who missed the video, yeah, I reviewed Love Bites' latest one. I will revisit again if they do a new video, if they do a live version of that or whatever. But today, Otyken has a song out called Single Boy. It's their latest release. And I'm probably going to say his name wrong, but Ach would be how I would pronounce that. I don't know if Ach or Ach. But the throat singer that they normally have on their tracks is basically the lead vocals on this one. So we're going to take a look at Single Boy. Pause necessary, talk about the music. If you're in the live stream, say hi. I love talking to you guys. And if you're watching the recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But here we go. This is Single Boy, the latest from Otyken. Cheers.
Ачи, спой нам.
Братья Карамазовы.
Братья Карамазовы, про Пушкина и Достоевского.
Красота очень проста, сказал великий поэт, не помню где. Саша Пушкин, может быть, я простой сибиряк, ты красная с Россия. Дай мне любовь, Аве Мария, меня нету квартира, нету юрта, нету машина. У меня только пачка дождика, природа. И свобода, свобода, свобода. Свобода, 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 свобода. Да. И свобода, свобода, свобода. Свобода, 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 свобода. Красота.
So this is the first time we've heard him sing like this that I've heard anyway in a review, and he's great. I like his vocals. I like the sound of his voice. It's because he does the throat singing, which is very gruff, very low. I expected his voice to match that. I expected his singing voice to be a little more rough and low and mellow, and it's not. It's a little bit higher. It's a little bit airier. And a lighter tone than I expected, and it sounds great. He's a great vocalist. I like hearing this. I don't. There are no English lyrics, at least on this track yet. There may be some in the future. If you have the lyrics, post them. I'll pin them. But yeah, so I'm only guessing what the song's about. I really don't know, but I like the sound. I like the beat. Seems a little familiar, but I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's just. It sounds like something I've heard before. I don't think they're copying anything. It sounds like something else I've also heard, very similar to something. But really good so far.
Свобода, свобода, свобода. Свобода, 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 свобода. Красота спасет мир, сказал Федор Достоевский, может быть. Я простой сибиряк. Братан Карамазов, давай, давай. Дай мне любовь, Аве Мария. У меня нету квартира, нету юрта, нету машина. У меня только пачка дождика, природа. И свобода, свобода, свобода. Свобода, свобода.
I'm catching some words that I mean, Dostoevsky, I'm pretty sure he said, I think that, referring to that book author. Boy, my references, it's been a long day and I'm very tired. And then it sounded like he was saying Ave Maria, which would be interesting. Maybe there isn't a translation for that, either song or prayer, depending on what he's referring to in the language he's singing in. I'm not sure if it's Russian, because I know they do different languages depending on the song. They like to blend, because the band is made up from people all over the Central Asian area of Russia, Turkey people, the Mongolian languages sometimes gets in there, Siberian. So I don't know, or it's a blend. It depends on the song. I've seen they blend different languages. Sometimes the artists will sing in their native languages while the others sing in their own. So I'm not sure what language he's singing in here. Somebody I'm sure will let me know. And if you do know, let me know in the comments. But it's very cool. It's beautiful. The vocals are great. And a lot of fun they're having a lot of fun.
Свобода, свобода, свобода. Свобода, 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 свобода.
I want a hat like that. Here we go. So that's normally what we hear him doing, is that throat singing and different pitches and different tones, and so it's cool to hear that as well. His accent, I know it's not, but it almost sounds Latino or Hispanic in certain parts, and it's just the inflection, the words, and the tone of his voice. I know that's not his accent. It just sometimes it makes me think of that when he's singing.
Сказал великий поэт, не помню где. Саша Пушкин, может быть, я простой сибиряк, ты Красноярск, Россия. Дай мне любовь, Аве Мария. У меня нету квартира, нету юрта, нету машина. У меня только пачка дождика, природа. И свобода, свобода, свобода. Свобода, 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 свобода. Да. И свобода, свобода, свобода. Свобода, 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 свобода.
Heels on those boots. Some thick soles on those boots. Very cool song. Love, a lot of fun that they're having. Otyken is a blast. Just the sounds, the dance beats, the vocals, the blending of instrumentation. I know they weren't playing any instruments in this one, at least in the video. You know, there were instruments definitely being played. Yeah, it's just in the beautiful landscape. Otyken always delivers a beautiful setting for their videos. So really cool stuff. Be sure to go check out their channel and subscribe there if you're not already. And be sure to subscribe here. 7,500 is our goal, and we're getting so very close. So push us over that mark so we can set a new goal over the next couple of years. Thank you, everybody who was here. I will see you guys all again soon. I may be on tonight. Depends on if anybody's around on the gaming channel. Other than that, I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.